High School, it's Miss Borman here. Today is January 31st, and we're going to do a lesson on self-awareness today. Actually, we're going to do a few things all together. First, we're going to talk about some counseling department updates. Then we're going to talk about self-awareness and what it is, and have a quick activity on how self-aware you are. And then finally, we're going to do some information on the 5 Essentials survey. We will be doing the 5 Essentials survey during SEL time on February 14th. So we want to give some information about that. Okay, so let's get started on the updates. Course requests are still happening. Current juniors who did not get to meet with counselors due to the snow day, we will be doing that tomorrow, Thursday, February 1st, periods 5, 6, and 7 during your English class. Students who have Mrs. Murphy Flynn as a counselor will be in the library, and all the other counselors will be in the cafeteria. Any other student who has not met with your counselor will call you down to their office. We have a list of everyone we have not met with. We will call you down. If you need to look ahead at courses, you cannot put anything in Skyward anymore. That has been shut off. But you can still be prepared to have a discussion with your counselor about what electives you're interested in taking. The links to the course catalog and the course options spreadsheet are in Google Classrooms, and so I had to assign them on these Google Slides. So you can open up these Google Slides and you can click on these to get to the course catalog and to the course options spreadsheet. So if you want to look at either one of those, you can get onto these Google Slides and look them up to be prepared to have a conversation with your counselor if you have not met with them already. Okay, so we're going to start off by learning about self-awareness. I found a video by a social worker at a different high school in Valley Vista. And so she's going to kind of give us a little description of what self-awareness is. So here we go.
Self-awareness. We all like to think that we are self-aware, but researchers have found that although 95% of people think they're self-aware, only 10 to 15% are actually truly self-aware. What is self-awareness? It is more than being aware of our surroundings. Self-awareness is defined as the ability to accurately recognize one's own emotions, thoughts, and values, and how they influence our behaviors. Learning about self-awareness allows students, as well as ourselves, to understand how others see us. Building student self-awareness is an important skill that can help students learn how to self-advocate and to embrace good study habits. Self-awareness is the ability to accurately assess one's own strengths and limitations with a well-grounded sense of confidence and optimism and the growth mindset. Families.
I really like how she explained self-awareness. Let's keep going. There we go. So just to kind of recap, to be self-aware is to be able to realistically assess your strengths and weaknesses while maintaining a positive mindset. It's the ability to judge where you are in life and determine where you would like to be and set your goals to achieve your vision. It's also being able to look at yourself and understanding how choices that you make and what you do influences your behavior. Self-awareness is a really, really big thing that even adults struggle with sometimes, being self-aware, especially the whole positive mindset part, being able to look at what maybe you're not so good at or some of your limitations and still being positive about that and accepting that you're not always good at everything or accepting that you need to grow in a certain area. That can be a really hard part of self-awareness. So with all that being said, the activity that you're going to do when we're all done with this video is a self-awareness quiz. I'm going to show you what that looks like. It'll be in your Google Classroom. There's a copy for each student, and it says, how self-aware are you? So you're going to read each statement and rank yourself 1 to 5. And it tells you right here what the 1 to 5 mean. You need to rank it as how it makes sense for you today and not how you think you should answer or how you wish you were. And there are no right or wrong answers. This is just to determine how self-aware you are according to your own perception. So you're just going to be able to type the scores in 1 through 5 all the way down here, and you're going to add them all up together. Got to do a little math today, guys. And then the lowest score you can get is 10 and the highest is 50. If you scored below a 25, you might need to work on your self-awareness. And we're going to be doing a lesson here in a few more weeks, another self-awareness lesson with some tools and activities to help you become more self-aware. But if you want to do a little research on your own in the meantime, there's a link right here, and it's going to take you to this website. And there are literally 50 self-awareness activities, and there's all kinds of different ones. So if you're interested in doing some research, these are really good activities that you can look through and try on your own, but we will be talking about them again in the future. Okay, so that ends our self-awareness part. And again, when this video is all done, you can go back into your Google Classroom and work on that Google Doc of that self-awareness quiz. But now we're going to go forward and talk a little bit more about the 5 Essentials student survey. And I know it may seem kind of weird, we're jumping from one to another, but honestly, the 5 Essentials is again about being kind of aware of everything that's been going on around you and what goes on and what helps make you better here in the school. So we really, really want you to fill the 5 Essentials out to the best of your ability. So again, what is the 5 Essentials student survey? This survey helps measure our school in 5 different categories. So again, February 14th, SEL time, completing the 5 Essentials survey. The results are used by our school district to help improve areas of the school where you, the students, want to improve and help us see what parts of the school you're happy with. Why and how you take the survey. This helps the most if you answer the questions honestly with what you think the school is good at and where you want to see improvements. Answering all good or all bad makes it harder for us to understand where we're actually good or actually struggling. So carefully read the questions to make sure you understand what it's asking. And ask your teacher for help if you're not sure what a question means. And we really, truly use this survey to help make improvements around the school. So how to answer the questions. This is kind of really important, how to think about how to answer the questions. So most statements on the 5 Essentials survey will ask you if you strongly disagree, agree, or strongly agree. So think of the differences between those categories like letter grades. So for that question, would you give the school an A, a B, a C, or a D? So I think you guys understand letter grades pretty well, and I think you're pretty good at self-assessing. Most students are by this age, even in high school, freshmen through seniors. I think you all have a pretty good idea of what the letter grades mean. So an A for a question, mark it as strongly agree. If you would give the school a B, that would be agree. C would be disagree, and D would be strongly disagree. So sometimes that kind of helps to give it a different perspective. So again, think of strongly disagree to strongly agree as letter grades. A, strongly agree, B, agree, C, disagree, D, strongly disagree. So after the survey, the school administration and teachers will look at the results to see what our areas of strength are and what areas we want to improve. This means that these survey responses, your input, will help determine changes that we make in the school. And that is it. So that is the end of our video today. Thank you, everyone. Go back and do the quiz on how self-aware are you. Go work on that. And teachers, make sure that you kind of hold on to this Google slide presentation. You can show the students this again to kind of go over the 5 Essentials stuff for the video or for the 5 Essentials survey in 2 weeks. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.